New you, new back pain. Unfortunately, that's very common, right? You know, and I don't want to make light of anybody having pain, but I want to take the time to explain why that might have happened, okay? One, we all sit too much. I'm guilty of it too, and that is one thing that will lead to some chronic low back pain, right? Now, we also must remember that we have to sit. That's part of our duties. We need to find other ways to kind of get up and get moving and take breaks, right? But if we start a new exercise routine and we end up with some new or unexplained back pain, I want you to know that you most likely are not doomed for back pain forever, right? It's not all of a sudden you have a bad back, quote unquote, right? If you start a new routine, we don't have to rush out and get x-rays as soon as you have back pain, okay? Now, if there's ever red flags, you better believe we'll get those images if needed. More people are x-rayed than needed. So I want to show the diagram here though today to explain to people why that back pain might be coming in. When we start looking at muscle groups, like this big old muscle right here is your lat, right? So if you sit down, you start doing the exercise machine, you're doing a lat pull down, and you start overworking that muscle, look how far it comes and inserts all along the spine there. And then all this other white connective tissue is called fascia. It then comes into your glutes, right? And so there's different muscles that could be fired up, or you are starting to recruit those muscles to help you upright yourself, and that could be leading to some of the pain, right? Now, it's gonna be a little smaller, so I'm gonna, Melissa, zoom in here. This, if you start walking on a treadmill, a Stairmaster, if you start doing lunges, this right here is us looking through your abdominal wall at your hip flexor muscles, right? So our hip flexors get tight when we have our knee flexed up. So if we're repetitively going through steps, or if we sit for a prolonged period of time, that muscle shortens up. Point A and point B come closer together. So knowing that, this muscle starts in the hip, it runs through our abdomen, and it actually inserts onto different segments of your low back, which is super fascinating that it goes that far, isn't it? That is one muscle that causes more low back pain problems than any other muscle group. And it's often overlooked, okay? So if you know you're getting tight hip, tight front of the hip, and you have low back pain, it could be caused from a muscle that is literally running from the front of your hip into your spine. So the main point I want to address here is that now that you're moving, you will probably start to feel aches and pains. Don't go in a negative state of mind because you all of a sudden have back pain. Be evaluated, find out what treatments are available to you, and get treatment while you continue to maintain your physical level of exercise, okay? So a lot of people come in discouraged because they have back pain. And I understand it's very discouraging, it's annoying, I've dealt with it myself, okay? But we need to find out what muscle groups or which joints are involved and treat it appropriately. So if you're one of those people suffering from new back pain after starting an exercise routine and you can't seem to figure out where it's coming from, I would love to help. Please reach out. Hope you guys are doing good.